Yo.
What's good, baby? It's the OG Fantasy Football Show. We're talking running backs that are going to help you beat your dumb league mates. Let's go!
I meditate, then I celebrate. Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah, wait. Grew up in the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake. We was eating top ramen, no a TV dinner plate. I'm so epidemic, I'm a causing epidemic. Put my feet up in the building, belly like a tenant. When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian.
Welcome into the show, everybody. It is good to be back.
You know
it's your host. We got Willie in the building.
You know it.
Oh,
I ain't
yeah.
get no AKA this week. I'm loving it.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
No AKA this week. We'll sprinkle them in. This is the loving. I am your host, Steve O. Good to have y'all back. Missed y'all. Love y'all.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
We see y'all doing big things in the subs.
Oh, my God. That went crazy. They about to hit 1,000.
Yeah.
You know what that means, right?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Well, we said
you ain't
habanero
getting
at
me.
1,000, sir.
You ain't
1,000
getting
sub
me.
goal,
You
habanero.
ain't getting me again.
Oh, we saw what you did with the I can handle a jalapeno.
You ain't getting me again.
All right. There's been some action, though, in the league, though. League
Yeah,
been hot this
a little
week.
bit, I guess. It's only been 2 teams.
I mean, it's better than no action.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think of the Miami-Pittsburgh trade here?
At first I thought it was kind of a dumb decision because I was wondering why would you add Jalen Ramsey to an already surefire
Crowded
cornerback room.
secondary, yeah.
I mean, you got Joey Porter Jr. and Darius Slay on the outside, so I thought about like why would you do it? But then I thought about his safety background, and the more I talked about it, I fell in love with it. I ain't gonna lie to you, Steve.
Yeah, it gives them versatility. I think the thing, I wasn't confused about the player. I was confused about why. Like, they're not going to be a playoff team. And
Yeah,
if they're going to sneak in as a wild card team and lose in the first round.
Yeah, and the fact that you gave up Minka was kind of like
That part.
I pop it a little bit.
Maybe it was just a money play. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. But
And we already talked about Jonnu. I said if Jonnu goes anywhere, he is not worth a pickup. And now he's in Pittsburgh, splitting targets with Freiermuth.
yeah,
Jonnu is
It's
off
kinda-
my boards.
it's kind of crazy because I don't know what their plan is. It's 2 tight ends and DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
So you got 3 tight ends.
It's. You remember Arthur Smith in Atlanta? It's exactly what it's going to be.
I don't like that.
That's exactly what it's going to
I
be.
don't like that at all.
Yep. No one does. It's not good for fantasy.
But I mean, who it's good for is old Caleb Johnson in the backfield,
Yeah.
the rookie from.
Yeah, it
Iowa.
does help him.
I mean, Jalen Warren, he get to eat a little bit.
Because, Arthur Smith loves rotating those running backs there.
Awful,
Oh,
awful.
we don't like it. He's worse than Sean Payton.
Yeah, he definitely.
At least Sean Payton's running backs are effective.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And it's kind of I'm kind of interested to see what Sean Payton gonna do this year with his running back situation.
Me too. But
But we'll get into that.
we
one.
will, because you got somebody. Yeah. So the tight ends information. I know Miami's still looking for somebody. Do you have anybody you would like to see in Miami?
They already filled the tight end spot.
Did they?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Darren Waller retired and went to Miami.
Oh, that's right. That did pop up at
Yeah.
late last night, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's why.
So
It was a little late.
I mean, you already replaced him with somebody that's
Well,
better
I mean,
than him.
I don't think that's the answer.
I mean,
That's Tebow
If you really
at
wanna
tight
be
end in
honest.
Jacksonville. That's what that is.
not really.
I mean,
Tebow
yeah, at
had
least
no
Waller had some
tight end
success.
background, and Darren Waller was a top 5 tight end before he retired.
NFL tight end, not even fantasy.
Yeah.
He was a legit dude, man.
Like, you already replaced Jonnu Smith with somebody who's probably better than him.
Agreed. There, absolutely
He
agreed.
took a year off from battering and bruising. his
That man
body.
was beat up. He could not stay
Yeah.
on the field.
I mean, so now
And now he's in sunny
he
old
rested,
Florida.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's there with the.
Oh, yes, sir. I think that wraps it up, though, for news. I mean, still, we're just getting into training camp stuff. So nothing too crazy yet.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. I mean, sure, when preseason rolls
You know what
around,
is
we get a
crazy?
little action.
He's running back rankings, baby. Oh, I'm excited. So you had to go and readjust a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I had to readjust everything.
Yeah. And we knew we would. We knew
I-
we would have to go back and
I did.
readjust after the picks and training camps and everything as well.
So I readjusted everything.
Yeah.
Like I say, the only real big changes I got, James Cook, he dropped out of my top 15.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. Subscribe real quick. Just for your boys,
Yeah.
Do us a favor. Subscribe. And if you stick around to the end, we got a little makeup mock draft for you. A little 4th of July special
Yeah,
for you.
little special, little Superflex.
We're going to get that damn screen on the bottom so you'll be able to see the
little
picks. I
Superflex.
pinky promise you. All right. All right, let's get into these running back rankings, sir. Willie, lead us off, baby.
All right, so in my tier 1, I definitely believe everybody got the same tier 1 running backs.
All right, let me hear what you got.
Well, I know you don't.
Well,
maybe.
Yep.
Anyway, I got
Maybe.
Saquon, I got Jahmyr Gibbs, and I got Bijan Robinson. It's really in no specific order. I believe all of them could be running back 1. But if I had to take one who I believed was going to be running back 1, I would take Bijan.
So you don't have McCaffrey in that top tier?
No.
No. Okay. I think that's the only spot.
I might be lying, though. I don't have my notes pulled up right now.
Okay. We're close. We're
Because
close.
I definitely think I snuck him in at 4, and I did a 4-player tier 1.
No, it's a big running back tier this year. Like those first 3 tiers, those first 2 rounds, I think there's a good group of guys there.
Yeah, I definitely snuck Christian McCaffrey in at number 4 in my tier 1. So I definitely looked at CMC and I said he deserved a tier 1 nod.
Okay.
Definitely.
I understand where you're coming from because I got the exact same guys minus Saquon because, I'm just down on Saquon because of the workload last year. We got Bijan rocking the top spot just because of consistency. That's all it is, workload and consistency.
Yeah, I love Bijan. I love Bijan's
mean,
stats. When I was going over the analytics,
so
I was
good,
like,
dude.
Bijan got the best analytics.
He's just so efficient,
every
consistent,
one of them.
laces them up
When
and
it
goes
came
to work.
Saquon or Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan
Yep.
had.
They're fun to watch, too.
He was the only one that was top 4 in receiving and top 4 in rushing. So it was like, it was
he
pretty
can do it
easy.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why he's...
That's why I had him running back 1 overall.
And it was
to be
when we
honest.
did our mock last episode, I was debating between it was Bijan or Gibbs,
Yeah.
and it's because they're so efficient and have all the opportunity and get the passing work. So I have Bijan, Gibbs, and McCaffrey, and then Saquon's kind of on the border for me.
I got a different view of Saquon. I always view Saquon as a top 5 running back. So
Yeah, I know you've always been a little bit higher than
Yeah,
I am. I've
so-
always been a little bit lower.
that's why I threw Saquon in there. But if I had to throw Saquon in there, he'll probably be the 3rd one on the list.
Yeah.
Ahead of McCaffrey.
No, I think I still have Saquon a little bit lower, like
Yeah.
7, 8. But I mean, it's not like disrespectfully low.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No. Another guy that's been getting some work here. You're going down to our next little tier now. So that top
Yeah.
tier is basically 3 players, right? 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah. that's what
Bijan
I
and
had.
Gibbs solidified, and then it's Barkley and McCaffrey, depending on how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good with that. Anywhere in the top half of drafts,
Yeah,
and
that's definitely what I
McCaffrey's
got.
gonna go in the top half by the time August comes around.
Definitely.
It's gonna
Because
happen.
he got to.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's already being ranked. He's healthy. Everyone can see it.
he top 5 when healthy. So, I mean, if
He's
anybody
top
have
2.
any debate about what it's going to be, I mean, it's
Yeah.
CMC. I mean, probably the most efficient guy.
What you have to worry about with
Yeah.
CMC is them pulling him in the second half because he's already put up 30 fantasy points.
Yeah, yeah. And the injuries, I mean, the injuries. do
The
pile
injuries,
up.
yeah,
He do get a
they're
little
starting to
nicky.
stack up now.
He do get a little nicky, but I mean, when he's there, I mean, who beats him? I mean,
There's nobody better.
I mean, to be honest, it's really not.
It's kind of crazy, but yeah.
That's my top 2 is in the league is probably Saquon and Christian McCaffrey. They're my best 2 backs in the league, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, Derrick Henry kind of aged out, but he's still up there.
Yeah.
Which brings us kind of to our next tier.
Which kind of does.
Yeah, which is Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry, Ashton Genty, Saquon is in that tier for me.
Yeah, I don't have Saquon. I got Ashton Genty, Derrick Henry.
Yep.
I got Bucky Irvin in that tier.
I don't have Bucky all the way up there yet.
Yeah, I had to
because
put
of the
Bucky.
Rashad White.
Yeah, I don't think Rashad White gets as much work as people think.
No, he's not going to get crazy amount. They saw how efficient Bucky was.
Yeah, I just love Bucky, and I
Bucky.
love Bucky his efficiency. Really,
Yeah.
I mean, he got a lot more upside to his game. To be honest, I mean, he got an explosive play rate.
Oh, he's
of
so much
112.
more explosive, man. He
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
the ball. He's
Yeah, the
off.
explosive play rate was 112.2. I mean, 6th in the NFL. I mean, breakaway 1 is 14th, 7th in the NFL. I mean,
Yeah.
yards created was 1255. So I mean, that was 4th among running backs. So I mean, and he didn't even start the first couple games of the year last year.
Yeah, which
So,
was
He really
probably
put
even
8.
slowed the production down even more because they had to wait to ramp him up and get him
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah,
And now he starts the season full go.
already
in the lead role.
He's the lead guy.
Yep.
I mean, I think Bucky is really the breakout guy this year.
I think he is, and he's going in the back end of second. He's on that 2-3 turn in drafts this year.
That's why I got him at like RB7.
Yeah, I think I have him at like 9, 10 in that range. Got him floating around there. I haven't solidified a spot yet, but like that lower end of the top tier there. He's not in that second tier for me yet because of the Rashad White issues. Well, issues, but you know, the little bit of splits he's gonna get.
My first real ad was in this tier, and it was Devon Achane. I added him into my tier 2.
Achane is in the bottom of that too. He was in that tier before.
Though I do believe the numbers were inflated because of all the check down work he got. I believe
they were, but the efficiency doesn't ruin that at all.
Yeah,
the numbers were inflated. The efficiency's not.
Yeah, I mean pretty much.
When he gets the ball, he's gonna be effective.
Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, yards created 1,193.
Yeah,
I mean
he's a pinball man.
That was 8th in the NFL.
He just bounces off of everything, and he's slippery.
Yeah, his premium production was plus 17, so I mean that was 3rd among running backs in the NFL. I mean,
yeah, it's just hard as like I've had Achane for I think 2 years in a row now because I've been super high on him because of the reception work. Yeah, but
it's just the way Miami play their running backs that you just
and I think they need to balance him out because Devon Achane cannot handle an entire NFL season.
Because now I wonder like how much work
Jalen Wright, who I liked a lot last year. I had Jalen Wright on a couple squads because I liked him.
They like to play a bunch of guys at running back.
And then they drafted another dude too.
Yeah.
But Devon Achane, because of the reception work, his floor is so high, I have no problem drafting him in the first.
Yeah, because he's going to get all the passes.
Exactly.
I mean, he was like...
You have a high floor with the receiving upside with touchdowns in the Miami offense.
I'm second in target share among running backs, 15.6%. Routes ran 302. He was 4th among running backs. I mean, catch rate 89.7%. Third.
The catch rate is the efficiency I was talking about.
That boy can get it.
Yes, he can. Which is, I'm going to bring up the efficiency stat later because I got another guy I want to talk about who's a sleeper dude, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty, if he was a year older, he'd be second, third running back on this list right now.
Yeah, maybe.
It's just the inexperience. We haven't seen it.
We just don't know what we're going to get from
I told you, I would be perfectly okay if you took him one-on-one in drafts.
Yeah,
I don't have the balls to put him in the first year.
I want to take him like one-on-one because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I gotta see it. I mean, I seen what Bijan and Jameer Gibbs and
agreed.
Saquon and Christian McCaffrey are able to do healthy.
Yeah.
So I couldn't put him ahead of those guys.
It just sucks if you're at the top of the draft because you know you're not going to get him.
Yeah.
Unless you overdraft.
Yeah, that's the only way you can get him.
Yeah, which kind of sucks.
But you got all these proven guys ahead of him. So
agreed. Or you can just draft Christian McCaffrey and be happy.
How risky you feeling is really what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
all right, so that second tier.
Bijan kind of struggled his rookie year.
Yeah.
Jameer got hot at the end.
Well, Bijan even struggled his second year, but it wasn't efficiency struggles. It was offensive production struggles.
I mean, sometimes these running backs, they might take a little while to catch up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
sometimes the fit doesn't work.
Yeah. But I love his fit and where he at.
Exactly.
It's not none of that. It's just
and then
you got to see how they use them.
Yeah, and especially with rookie running backs, make sure you're looking at the split, like early on statistics and efficiency numbers to make sure they're either increasing, decreasing, or like hitting just standard levels, because it's not worth hanging on to a guy you drafted. Either try to trade him away and cut bait.
Yeah, you gotta at some point you gotta see a flash.
Yeah.
In the early
that's
early weeks.
The point I was trying to get to.
You had to see a flash in the early weeks. It got to be a 20, 30-point game in there somewhere.
And not a single highlight play. Don't get distracted by the highlight plays.
Exactly. Don't let it be that one play for 50 yards he ran for the touchdown.
Yeah.
And now he got 23 points. And you think that's a flash. That's not a flash.
And then you keep him for the next 6 weeks, and he's on your bench until week 9. And you're like, he ain't doing nothing. And then you drop him.
And now you can't get nothing for him.
Yep, and you took a roster spot up for 9 weeks, and you could have taken a shot on someone else. All right, so just to recover this little second tier, we had Ashton Genty, Derrick Henry, and Devon Achane. I think those were kind of like our solid dudes.
Yeah, and then I threw Bucky Irvin.
Bucky kind of floated in there for you. I think Chase Brown is kind of floating in that territory for me as well. I think it's kind of the same with Bucky, where we got to see it first. I want to make sure he's not splitting as many carries as he was last year.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be. Cincinnati saw how effective Chase Brown was. And with Joe Burrow throwing the ball 45, 50 times a game, Chase Brown can catch the ball too.
I wasn't a huge fan of Chase Brown. I mean, I slid him in there. I'm still not a huge
Still
fan.
not a huge fan?
See, in my last tier of running backs, I'm not really a huge fan of a lot of them guys.
Okay.
So, I slid them in my last tier, but because they deserve to be in the ranking.
Okay. All right. So, speaking of that next little tier.
In my tier 3?
Yeah, let's start. Start me off. So,
I
where are
got
you
some
at?
shockers in here, man. If I had to put it down, man, I got Josh Jacobs in my top 10.
I had to slide him into that top 10, yeah.
I mean,
I couldn't. The efficiency's there. The opportunity's there.
Exactly, and he makes the most of them.
And in Green Bay, they have to run the ball in the fall and in the playoffs.
They definitely do. Yards created, 1,287 yards. That was second amongst running backs.
Yeah.
I mean, an explosive play rate of 104.8, 12 home runs, running backs. This one really surprised me. His receiving yards was 342, which was 15th among running backs. I didn't know he was that effective as
Chase
a pass
Brown?
catcher. No, this is Josh Jacobs.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he was that effective as a pass catcher, to be honest. But he actually ranked. I mean, yards per reception was 9.5. That was third amongst running backs. I mean,
this is a dude who was the RB1 in fantasy 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we kind of forgot about that. I did.
I love me some Josh Jacobs. I drafted him last year in my league.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any Josh Jacobs, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, he definitely worked out for me. I mean, all he do is make plays.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think he's one of the most consistent guys on this list.
I think it was the year after with the Raiders that kind of soured on it a little bit, where you saw some of the inefficiency. But I think that was
the
Las
Raiders,
Vegas.
I think that was the Raiders
exactly.
trying to phase him out.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Didn't want to pay him.
Kind of like what the Bills might do to James Cook.
Kind of like what New York did to Saquon. Yeah.
Pretty much.
But yeah, it's another thing I wanted to talk about too was like Jonathan Taylor, man.
Did you slide him in this tier?
I did not. He's not. He's not in my top 10 still. And it's weird, man, because
I want to see if I slid him in this tier.
He's like just outside that RB1 territory for me. His consistency is there.
I slid him in this tier.
You slid him into that little 3 tier?
Yeah.
He's just outside. He's consistent. That's like the main thing I got was his consistency. Sorry, gotta go back to the old school pen and paper.
Yeah, I think he deserved to be. In this tier when I looked at the analytics. I mean,
yeah.
Opportunity.
Do you know how many rushing yards he had last season? 1,431.
Yeah, fourth in the NFL.
I saw that and I was like, what? I had him on my roster.
Yeah.
This man did not have 1,431 yards.
He did. You just. I don't know something. About
you want to know what it was?
Something about you and JT.
520 yards of that were the last 3 games of the season. 40% of his fantasy production came in the last 3 games of the season.
I mean, he was hurt a little bit though.
Exactly, but he goes back into
after he came back from injury though.
He was only out for like 2 weeks, and he was inefficient the entire season before that.
I mean, if you want to go by that, I mean, he missed 2 games.
Yeah.
And you say 500 came from that. He damn near 1,000-yard running back before the last 3 games anyway. So, I mean, if he didn't eat the last 3 games, then he missed 2 games.
But 520 in 3 games, but 40% of your points coming in 3 games, that's almost half. So now you have to spread 50% of your total out over 10 games, which is not that many points.
It'll be 10, it'll be 8 because he missed 2.
Still, I was surprised. It was a lot of production at the back end where if he was on your team, he didn't get you into the playoffs because he was so ineffective. And then by the time he showed up, you were already out the door because you didn't get in.
I don't know. I definitely slid him in his tier.
I think he's worth where he's going in drafts right now.
I mean, 54.
Yeah, he's effective. I'm not saying he's a bad running back. He's a stud, man. He's a plow horse.
I mean,
it's not pretty, but he's going to get the work done.
10.
Yeah. He's going in like the third round of drafts right now, which is I'm perfectly okay with drafting him in as the third,
I mean,
because he can be my RB2 and I'll be perfectly happy.
Yeah, I mean,
He gets 0 reception work, and that's what kills his draft stock.
but I mean, Derrick Henry gets a reception
Exactly.
work. When
But Derrick Henry gets rushing.
The two running backs, not really. Those rushing
Well,
numbers
Baltimore's
and JT rushing numbers are definitely the same.
Baltimore is more effective offense, and they don't have old Anthony
Way
Richardson.
more effective because they got Lamar Jackson.
Well, yeah, that's a big thing too.
I mean,
Well, and Indianapolis has no quarterback. They're gonna have to. I'm thinking they're playing Daniel Jones by week 3.
I doubt it.
With the camp news, like it's negative
I
surrounding
mean,
Anthony.
He just hurt his shoulder again.
Who, Daniel?
No,
Yeah,
Anthony Richardson.
yeah.
So I mean,
It might be sooner. It's just negative, man. And then like I know JT had like.
I just don't like the Colts' offense. That's why I slid him in that tier 3. I mean, I can make
That's the same thing too. Is just the offense is so bad. That's what soured me even more was just the lack of touchdown effectiveness. Man, it's kind of sad. Hurt my feelings, but I'm okay. In the third round, I'd say I'm okay drafting him this year. Because last year it cost me the first pick in the second round. This year, if I can take him in the third, he's my RB3.
I mean, JT was always a solid RB2 the last couple of years for me. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if I had him, but I wouldn't went out of my way to draft him.
I think that's why it was salty. I was expecting RB1, and I got RB2. I think I just needed to taper my expectations just a little bit.
Chilled on him and put him in RB2 territory.
Yeah, I think that's where I need to be, and that's why he's not in that little tier. He's just outside of it.
Yeah, but in this tier, I feel like he ain't nothing but the only guy I feel comfortable with at RB1 would probably be Josh Jacobs.
As like a low end RB1.
Yeah, that's probably the only one. That's where it probably end for me.
I like Chase Brown and Bucky though. The receiving work helps a lot though.
See, my thing about Chase Brown is I didn't like the analytics on him.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the opportunity kind of outweighs the analytics in that situation a little bit. He's effective enough to be good with the increase in opportunity.
I don't know.
I like the Cincinnati offense. The Cincinnati offense is
even
a top
the
3
receiving
offense.
numbers didn't really impress me. It was a lot of receptions, but the yards was he only had 360 yards. I mean, that was 13th among running backs. I mean, yards created was 925. That was 19th among running backs. Breakaway runs was 10.
Yeah.
15th among running backs. It wasn't like nothing really popped off when I looked at the Chase Brown numbers. I mean, they all look like.
I mean, you're not wrong.
13th.
That's why he gets the knocks that he gets, and that's why he gets dropped in drafts.
I have him at like RB14 if I had him. I mean, but
okay.
That was just because when I looked at the numbers, I just didn't like him.
Yeah. I'm.
He not the only one though, because I knocked at Karen Williams for the same thing too.
Is he?
Yeah, I put them both in the same tier because I feel like they both.
I do too.
Running back.
And that's who I drafted last draft. It was Kyron and Chase Brown, and I was like, I wish I would have had Chase Brown. And in my rankings, I have Chase Brown higher, which makes sense now. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'd have been like I would have had him like running back 14, Chase Brown, and then running back 15 with Kyron Williams.
Yeah, agreed.
When I looked at the analytics on him, I just didn't like him. Kyron Williams is just, I don't know, his inefficiency for me is just scary with the opportunities he get. At least with Chase Brown, if he see more opportunities, you could see the numbers taking an increase. But
Kyron just keeps doing it though, man.
The numbers he have,
and
the fact you this inefficient, it's kind of scary. It really is. I mean, receiving yards only 182. We all thought he'd get a lot of work, receiving wise, but obviously he don't because he only got 182 yards.
Touchdown efficiency is what helps him stay so high in rankings.
Mean, if you get 77 red zone touches and you number one in the NFL amongst running backs in that, of course he's gonna score a lot.
And he's been doing it for 2 or 3 seasons now.
Right. Of course he's gonna score a lot.
And everyone keeps dropping him because they're like, he's not gonna do it again.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna keep riding the wave, man.
When I looked at it, like the numbers didn't impress me. Explosive play rate was 89.3. That was 35th among running backs. Breakaway runs 6. That was 32nd among running backs. That means he's the worst.
He's not.
Running back.
I hate stats sometimes. I hate stats
over
sometimes.
15 yards. He's
Yeah.
the worst one. Yards created 973. That was 15 in the NFL. I mean, and you ran for damn near 1,300.
Uh-huh. Double check
I
it.
mean, expected points added was minus 1.9. That was 63rd among running backs. Just nothing impressed me about it.
Yeah.
It just was a lot of opportunity.
Rushing touchdowns, which weren't even like crazy. Really, 14. Like James Cook had touchdowns just count so much
James
more,
Cook
man.
Had 16,
yeah.
and I ain't even got him in my top.
Exactly. I think we both dropped him down a little bit. I didn't drop him down. People are dropping him in like 18, 19, 20. I'm like, that's a little crazy.
I could think about it.
Like,
What I'm worried about is the contract dispute and them
Ray Davis. Yeah, when Ray Davis stepped in last year.
Trey Johnson.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? They got all other running backs they were using last year. He just so happened to be the one to get the touchdown.
And we know the Cooks do like to wait out for their money.
Exactly. And it's like, I just don't want Buffalo to face him out of the offense. And I wasted my top 10 pick on him.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. Hold there.
I think we can,
Nah, I'm in that same situation.
we can pump the brakes a little on him.
Yeah.
I think that's okay. I'm
I'm
good with it.
Trade him where he go.
Yeah.
I gotta see a little bit on James Cook.
I'm perfectly okay with that too. I kind of dropped him for that as well. As long as so you'll see some touchdown regression happen. Like 18 was crazy for James Cook. Like he's not gonna see 18 again. But if he sees 14, that's not crazy. Like 4 touchdowns is a difference, which I'm okay with. And in that offense, he's gonna be effective, like we said. Did you go any deeper with your tiers or rankings?
Yeah, I definitely did. I mean, I slid some names in here. I got Alvin Kamara just right in my top 10. I mean, I got him at number 10.
I got him just outside there. He Josh Jacobs is kind of blocking the road for there.
Yeah, I got Josh Jacobs at 9.
Yeah.
I was doing it. And then,
I like my little PPR options up there better.
Yeah. That's why I had slid Kamara in the top 10.
Okay, because of the PPR work. Yeah.
It's no better
There isn't.
receiving running back than Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
When I looked at the analytics, they said
Yeah.
he's
That's
number
what
one in
he's the prototype for receiving backs,
He's
man.
number one in,
That's why when everybody comes out of the
league.
league, he's Kamara Jr.
Yeah. I mean, he's just PPR monster. He's
Yep.
health. To be honest, he getting older.
And that's it. The age, man.
Sometimes I even question, like, shit, New Orleans just been so bad the last 2 years. I just think he been quitting.
That part, too. Like, just kind of reserving his energy.
At the end of the year, like, all right, that's
Mm-hmm. Another guy I wanted to bring up was Isaiah Pacheco. Because he's getting slept on.
I didn't do no Pacheco.
You didn't do any Pacheco?
I should.
Because he's going in like 6th-rounded drafts this year.
He would definitely be in my top 20, though, if I was doing it.
And I know why the concerns are there. With that crowded backfield, they still got Kareem Hunt there.
And then it's Pat Mahomes and all them saying that they want to.
Yeah, and they want to air it out. And then the injury issues he had at the end of the season with the efficiency issues because of the injury when he came back.
Yeah.
But when we look at the pre-injury splits with the after-injury splits, he was effective those first 2 games. Like his first 2 games, he had 34 carries for 135 yards.
You are not trying to convince me, brother, because I'm
I
on
know.
it with you.
I'm trying to convince you.
I'm on the train with you.
Keep an eye out on Pacheco.
Definitely. For
So
where
his-
he going to?
Yeah, because we were high on him last year, going to the 3rd rounds, thinking he should be an RB1 in drafts and could win your league.
He was actually doing pretty well until
Those
he broke
first
that
2
leg.
games. Yeah, and then so his first 2 games, 34 carries, 135 yards. Nothing crazy, but 4 yards a carry, league average, and 2 touchdowns. Those 4 games he came back, 49 for 175. So almost the exact same yardage on double the game work. Yeah. So, I mean, that was it's scaring people away. But he's on a contract year, which is another thing to keep an eye out for. With an improved passing game, he's not much of a receiving dude, but he can catch the ball.
Yeah, he definitely can. He definitely get more receiving work.
Yeah, he only had like 16 opportunities, but he carried 12 for 79 yards last season.
Yeah.
With a receiving touchdown thrown in there too, I believe.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys on this list. When you hear these receiving numbers, there's a lot of guys on this list that don't really have that.
Yeah.
Like, you would expect to have that, and they ain't really.
And they don't. Yeah, that's why some of those
like
names.
Kyron Williams.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought he would have more than 182 yards. Like,
but they still have Kareem Hunt there.
definitely.
They added Elijah Mitchell in the offseason for
I like
depth.
that. I like that.
And then they drafted Brashard Smith as a change of pace dude with all the people they saw last year in the camp as well. So I don't but the reports have been good out of camp. That's what I was trying to get to. Is Andy Reid said he looks tremendous. His weight is back up, and I love how this dude runs, man.
Yeah, I love how he run too. He
Just
run
as
hard.
like a fan
Run
of the
physical,
game. Yeah, as a former running
Old
back
school running
and like
back.
defensive player, man, like he runs how like Kittle runs the ball, just aggressive, like he's angry at the ground.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
how Pacheco runs.
I love.
Like
I
he's
love
upset
watching
at that
him
damn
run.
ground, man. I'm gonna stomp a foot in you and keep running.
Yeah, I ain't getting no Pacheco work into these analytics. I want to drop like 16 on y'all, but you know we gonna add more. As
Yeah.
this time.
But I think if you're looking for like late round guys, like if you just went running back or wide receiver heavy or filled your onesies up in the first half and you're looking for late round guys, Pacheco's a dude to keep an eye out on in draft. Just keep an eye out going into training camps and see if he's taking the majority of those first team snaps and shares, because I'm going to be keeping an eye out too.
Definitely got to, because I want to see. I want to mind some Pacheco at RB too.
And like I know Kareem Hunt's going to get the third down reception where he might vulture some touchdowns, but I mean Kareem's not a spring chicken anymore.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Like he's going to get work, but Pacheco, man, he's going to get the first and second down. He's going to get all the work in the 20s. He'll be effective for you. Like he'll at least be a solid flex option with running back 2 upside. And then, on a Kansas City offense with Mahomes at quarterback. So like I'm all aboard for Pacheco, especially where he's going this year.
I like Pacheco value.
Yeah. Was there anyone else that you looked at?
Hey.
Ow!
I gotta throw some respect in here because I always disrespected this running back.
Okay.
Man, let me get some James Conner love in the building.
Oh.
I got him at RB12 right now.
Nice,
I was doing
sir.
it, and this is a guy that his opportunities ain't there, because opportunity share was only 66.3%. That was 18th in the NFL. Snap share 61.1%.
Yeah.
But the efficiency is something to behold. I mean, red zone touches 56. That was 10th. I mean, rushing yards, he had 1,094.
Do you want to know why the efficiency thing is funny? Because guess who led the running backs in offensive percentage?
Oh.
Jonathan Taylor with 83%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I love James Conner, man.
Yeah, I mean, first in evaded tackles in the NFL. I mean, 92 this year. I mean, explosive play rate was 114.8. That was 5th among running backs. Breakaway runs was 16th. I mean, 5th among running backs. Yards created was 1,209. That was 6th among running backs. And if I was doing it, I mean, I got him ranked ahead of Jonathan Taylor, somewhere smushed behind.
I have them grouped kind of right
Jacobs,
together there.
Alvin Kamara right after that.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind getting some James Conner action this year, to
Yeah.
be honest. I always wonder why people drafted him, and when I got into the analytics, I was like, this is why
Chris
loves him.
Chris 2 years in a row.
Yeah, he survived.
Adam Thielen
Yes.
and James Conner. Adam Thielen and James
like
Conner.
this 2016.
Yeah. I hate it.
I know,
And
but
he
now I
just
see why.
he's just clicking the top available guy on the damn boards. And he's like, okay, let me
'cause
start
I
this
even remember
guy.
James Conner, but I mean, when you look at the analytics and stuff, I mean,
He's good. He's solid. Yeah. And he always gets underdrafted
Yeah.
or slept on. He's going in the 5th round of drafts this year.
That's why I said I even disrespected him. I mean, this is a top 12 fantasy running back, easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So if you go wide receiver heavy at the top like you do, you can take a James Conner with higher end production. You're not going to get, top 5 running back, but you can get top 10 production out of James Conner.
you definitely can.
You just got to worry about, him being older. He does have injury history concerns. That was the only thing that kind of scared me away.
Yeah.
That and Kyler Murray.
Kyler scared everybody.
I don't even want to say the name on the show anymore, man. It's just like he's forcing his way onto my team.
He is, and he go find his way on now. You always leave the door with him. He's like that ex.
It's okay. The opportunity is welcome, sir.
Was
there?
Steve.
It's like, I got you, little buddy. You can come sit on my lap, Kyler. Oh man. All right. Anybody else that you looked at doing these rankings? Have you done anything on Breece Hall yet?
I actually did. I want to get into that.
Okay.
Breece Hall was the last person in my tiers. He was the last running back I had. Did some research on. He was RB16.
Okay.
I struggled because I wanted to put Joe Mixon in his slot. Just to insult Steven.
Yeah. You know I'm a little.
But when I looked at the
lower
analytics,
on
man,
Joe.
I just was like, hey, man, if the New York Jets improve how I think they improve, then I believe Breece Hall was effective. I mean, amongst running back, 57 receptions, that was fourth. Receiving yards, 483, that was fourth. I mean, targets, 76, that was third. I mean, weighted opportunities, that was 244.7, that was 10th among running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Snap share was 72.3%, which was 8th amongst running backs. Yards per reception, 8.5. Breakaway runs, 11. That was 11th in the NFL. Explosive play rate was 104.6. That was 13th in the NFL. Yards created was 1,060. That was 10th amongst running backs. I mean, Breece Hall is a guy with high upside, and if the offense improved, I feel like last year he fell into that Aaron Rodgers black hole that we all know.
Yeah.
Sometimes happen when he comes to a team.
Little voodoo there.
Welcome, Steelers
Ayahuasca
fans.
magic.
Welcome Steelers fans to the ride, to the roller coaster.
It'll be okay. It's only a year.
It's the main event. Y'all had these before.
It's the last ride, man.
Y'all had these before.
Yes, sir. Oh man, another guy I covered. But I'm glad you brought up the reception work with Breece though, because Javonte Williams, who's in Dallas now, how you feeling about Javonte?
My take on Javonte
Yep.
is I don't want to draft him, but I would draft him just because I know he's going to get the work.
I think we're kind of in the same spot. So Javonte Williams, who's been just potential, just waiting to explode for fantasy owners, has just never happened because of the knee issues, man. He messed his knee up that rookie year, and it just hasn't been the same since. But the only thing I gleaned from my research is, one, he's in Dallas, which could be a top 5 offense as long as everyone stays healthy, which is why we're higher on Dak and everybody else.
Yeah.
2, he gets reception work. You just brought up Breece with 53 receptions last year. Javonte had 52 receptions.
Right after Breece.
Yeah, 52 receptions as a Javonte Williams. And he's going in about, the 6th or 7th round of drafts this year, I believe.
Right now.
Yeah, his ADP is. So even if you draft him as a bench dude or a flex play, he has a built-in floor already that's high. If he can bounce back even a little bit of efficiency, he can be a solid flex or low-end RB2 for you in drafts that I'm okay taking.
Yeah.
But I will add this. If you draft Javonte Williams, draft Jaden Blue with your last pick in your draft. Jaden Blue is the rookie running back they drafted who's getting all the camp buzz. He was the second fastest running back at the combine with a 4.34.
LSU, right?
Yes. And he had the 42 receptions last year.
He was pretty nice at LSU.
Jaden Blue will be the leading back halfway through the season.
He's all right.
I'm telling you right now, if you draft Javonte Williams, draft Jaden Blue as a handcuff and stash him, because he will be effective. Because Miles Sanders isn't doing it, and Javonte Williams has had 4 years to prove it. I don't think it's going to happen all of a sudden. Both their numbers are declining. But yeah, Jaden Blue, keep an eye on that one. Javonte Williams, I'm okay with the draft cost as a flex or bye-week plug-in. Bench spot, depth piece.
I like that.
Yeah. Good little.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
No, I mean, I looked at some RJ Harvey film.
Did you? Yeah, we said we need. What did you see?
I
Fill me
liked
in.
it. I love it.
Can you fill me in?
I feel like they got 2 of the same running backs with J.K. Dobbins and him.
Well, one's healthy.
Yeah, one's always him.
Yeah.
But I like what RJ Harvey brings to the table. I mean, he's an effective pass catcher, and he's one of the running backs that could really create when something's a mess.
Okay.
One jump cut here, one jump cut there.
Just an elusive one cutback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He out the door. I mean,
which is exactly what JK was, a one cut and get up the field kind of guy.
That's pretty much what he is, and I like it.
I like
it.
Yeah,
but,
I still like JK too.
The reason I wouldn't draft him is because I don't know what's going on with JK and him as far as opportunities.
Yeah. Where's Gus Edwards at?
He's still in.
He's still in
Baltimore. Ain't
No, he was at the Chargers last season.
he? Oh, he's still at the Chargers then. He didn't move.
Is he?
Usually they go together though.
He might be a free agent. I don't see him anywhere.
Oh, for real?
But yeah, Gus Edwards always touchdown vulture, dude. Have you seen any guys that you're targeting in drafts, like running backs, like you're targeting your guys that you like?
Yeah, I mean, I told you my guy probably be Bucky Irvin this year.
That's okay.
That's kind of like the guy I really want to have. I mean, I always got Bijan, but
yeah, I mean, it's 101. You can't go wrong with Bijan.
yeah, but
He's gonna be good, man. He's gonna be so
if
good.
I wanted a bat that I felt like was gonna win me a championship, I probably would take Bucky Irvin.
Okay,
That's my RB1.
gotcha. Nice. I haven't really fallen in love with anybody in like the middle or late rounds yet. Not yet. I think we're getting close, but I'll let y'all know when we get there.
I think I'm sorry. I fell in love with Bucky.
Like I like the running backs in the top half, or like the first 2 or 3 rounds, are all really solid running backs this year with like high floors, high PPR work. I just think like as a community, like fantasy's just getting smarter.
Oh, Bucky and Omarion. My bad.
Omarion Hampton, I like Omarion. That's the one I think I'm gonna start looking at more. Is Omarion, because he's a little bit cheaper than Genty is, but I like the Judkins pick a lot too.
Yeah.
Judkins getting slept on because I take him in the 7th round in our mock last year, which was nice. Speaking of mock, I think we almost might get ready to get to it, sir.
Let's get Maggie.
Mock it like it's hot. All right, we're going to take a quick break, get everything set up, make sure we get this damn film for y'all. We love you. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. It's mock time, baby.
You know it.
Ew. Excited? Screen's rolling. We're recording.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are doing. We had a comment request for Superflex mock. So we got y'all. You said Superflex. We got y'all, boys and ladies. We got like 13% ladies watching, man.
I appreciate y'all.
We got some viewers in Mexico. Hola, bienvenidos. It was a good chunk, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're Superflex Mock Draft, 12 teams here. I got the second pick.
I got pick number 4.
Oh, you dirty dog. All right, well, let's get into this mock. So
We decided though I was gonna do the wait on quarterback approach.
You want to wait? If you want to wait, be my guest, sir.
I want to see how I go.
You're gonna stack your team with other talent, huh? Yeah. All right. So the only other thing with Superflex, especially doing redraft, is it's a little different because normally Superflex is a dynasty standard scoring format, but I mean, you're one. We'll be okay. We're going Josh Allen because it's Josh Allen. And Superflex, quarterbacks go quicker because quarterbacks score more points. So right after that, we got Jamar Chase off the board. So we went Lamar Jackson with the first pick. I went with Josh Allen and Jamar Chase. Willie's on the clock at 4. Let's see what he goes. Willie goes Bijan Robinson with the 104. And that is followed by a string of quarterbacks, running backs. Who we got here? We got Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Gibbs, Hurts, and then followed by Genty, Chase, and then Jefferson's the second receiver off the board. Saquon. Brock Bowers in the first is a surprise to me.
Maybe, but I love Brock Bowers.
Yeah. Okay. Brock Bowers, and then he gets CeeDee Lamb there as well. All right. And who went? Yeah, Amon-Ra, McBride, Puka. You went Nico Collins. And then we got Jamar Chase. And I am back on the clock. Let's see here. Okay. I am going to go. You know what? Go Lai McConkey. Lai McConkey with the second pick, followed by Devan Achane, Bucky Irvin, I got you, baby. Going Drizzy Drake London, baby. Going wide receiver. Pay with our quarterback. Doing a little different, man. Liking the wide receivers this time. I just didn't like the rushing options available. So do you have any thoughts going into Superflex or anything like that? Like, what are you prioritizing? Nothing? All right. Well, we are back on the clock with Willie at the 3:04 now. So Jonathan Taylor just went right before you. Were you looking at anything? Running back, wide receiver?
I wanted to get Bucky, but
Yeah.
he didn't fall to me.
I thought about it.
Now I'm eyeing this Josh Jacobs. But I am looking at this Bo Nix. I do like me some Bo Nix.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So another thing is when you do your drafts, not necessarily mock drafts, have more than one player ready. Have 2 or 3 or 4. Like, you know, we're going to be like around your pick. That way, when it comes your turn, say your first guy is gone, your second guy is gone, you have 3 or another guy or 2 to go back to, and then you're not stressing out about it. Let's see here. All right. So we went Josh Jacobs did, and then Bo Nix went right after that. So missed opportunity there. A.J. Brown, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Breece Howell, Marvin Harrison, Baker, James Cook, and Omari and Hampton. I did not like the first half of that round there. That's ugly. Ugh. All right, and then Kyron, Justin Herbert, Caleb Williams sneaking in there. You got Scary Terry, Chase Brown, Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, George Kittle. And then you are back on the clock, sir. All right. Willie starting off strong with Bijan, Josh Jacobs, and Nico Collins. Welcome to the squad, Kyler Murray. Every time. It's every time.
Yep, you know you some Kyler.
Oh my goodness, man. All right.
You can never say no.
I can't. It's okay. Where are we at? So, I want to go Kamara because he's ranked higher. But being my RB1, I just need consistency. So I'm going to go... give him Ken Walker because I like some Ken Walker. Like, I know there's Zach Charbonnet's there, but Ken's just so consistent, man. And right after that, Laporta went. So the tight ends are starting to go. You got Brock in the first, McBride in the second. We had Kittle and Laporta. Ooh, I'm glad Kittle's starting to get some respect, man, because people are starting to realize he might be the best tight end in fantasy this year. And I'm glad we're there. All right. Willie went Tyreek Hill and Nico Collins. Tyreek is a sneaky play, sir. Kind of like it. Uh-huh. All right, where do we go? Oh, so you did go for Kamara, huh? Okay. Yeah, as your third running back, I don't mind at all. Judkins went. That's who I was kind of hoping slid as my RB2. DK went. I'm glad he went. Otherwise, I probably would have taken DK. All right. This is getting good. I need to figure out what I'm doing here.
It's on me.
Yes, sir. You are on the clock. Just to recap, we are looking at Bijan, Josh Jacobs, and Alvin Kamara. Willie takes his first quarterback, Justin Fields. I like the play. Trevor Lawrence. Okay, I like Trevor Lawrence there. So, I need another running back, I think. But I don't like any of them in this area. You know, give me Zay Flowers. I like some Zay Flowers action. Little sneaky wide receiver 2 play there. Little flex play. And I'm back on the clock. RJ Harvey, Caleb Johnson. I didn't think Team 1 would go running back, to be honest with you. Because they already had 3 of them.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense to me.
Okay,
well.
They know running backs and quarterbacks open.
I'm glad you brought him up because I just got an RB1/2. James Conner, welcome to the squad, sir. Which I'm feeling good with Ken Walker and James Conner. Like, they're a little older. They're a little dusty. So they're going to get the job done. We're sitting pretty at quarterback. I'm liking the squad so far. Oh, fun fact. This is my first Superflex anything. Mock draft. Nothing. Alrighty. You went with Cam Ward. You're going with the little young upside plays here, huh? I like it.
I told you you could wait on quarterback.
Oh, you can. It's just risky if it don't work. Pacheco went there. We got some of these receivers going off. Xavier Worthy, Roma Dunze, Jamison Williams. Oh, Lave all the way down here. Seems a little disrespectful, doesn't it? A little bit. And then Jordan Addison is, I'm going to continue to say it, criminally slept on. Then we are back here. I'm back on the clock. And you want Calvin Ridley. Stole my little sneaky pick from our last mocks there. Nice. Okay. Oh, you want to touch my cock?
Get that shit over there.
No? Oh, okay. All right, where are we at? I don't think we need a quarterback. I don't like these running backs, man. You know what? I don't like anything here. No, I need some. Just give me running back depth. Give me Tony Pollard. Give me the Cam. I'll take the Cam Ward upside. The Tony Pollard upside with the rushing or the receiving work. Little depth piece. Not pretty, but it will be okay. Solid pick. And I am back on the clock. Where are we going? I think we're okay here. We're going to have to take a little break right after this round just to scroll down the draft board here. Alrighty. Draft board is readjusted. I am back on the clock. And I think I know what I'm doing at tight end. I'm going to wait on Kincaid so I can get the stacks since I'm waiting anyways. But as long as someone doesn't snipe him away from me. All right. You know what? Just in case anything, I'm going to take the Zach Charbonnet play just as a handcuff for Ken Walker. And then I'm going to circle back here. And we're going to get... I think we know what we're doing. Ooh. Some nice little receivers down late here. And then Jacoby Myers went just before you. And you took Calvin Ridley last round. After going quarterback. But you're still waiting on a tight end. But I know there's a couple you like in this area, though.
Yeah, I feel like I still waiting on tight end.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
You forgot about tight end?
I said I feel like I still waiting on tight end.
Oh, yeah. Tight end, like I said, this year is either go big or go home with the tight end. And Mark Andrews. I thought about it. But if it's this late, I might as well wait a little bit longer. Jonnu Smith, and here comes the tight end run. Yeah. So it was a smart decision because as soon as you took one, the rest went there. Jonnu Smith, David Njoku, Evan Ingram. Jonnu Smith is off my draft boards completely at this point. I don't know about you. Colston Loveland.
I don't like Jonnu Smith.
Yeah. All right, so Willie here, back on the clock. Ooh, Jake Ferguson. Okay. I am here, and I am going to go... Where are we going, man? I like Josh Downs. I don't like the offense. I need another receiver. Give me the lottery pick, man. You know what? I changed my mind. I need a tight end before one gets taken, so I'm taking Kincaid. Because I don't know what this guy's doing here for me. He went Ibuka, which I'm okay with. Because I'm going to go Darnell Mooney, who I think everyone's sleeping on again this year. He was a solid wide receiver for me last year. He's in the same situation this year. It's just the quarterback play is a little uncertain. So heading into the last pick here, what are you looking at, Willie? Oh, you already looked. What did you get? A little Tua action. You went for third quarterback, huh? Okay. Alrighty. All right. Any of these? Now his draft has wrapped up. Any teams that you like? I haven't really looked. Let me take a look. All right. Let's take a quick look here. The first thing is team 1. Went quarterback and running back heavy. Jesus. I don't like that, man. I don't like building like that. I like being a little bit more balanced than that. I do like Josh Allen and Kyler Murray.
Team 3 kind of sneaky.
With the Trevor Lawrence and the JJ one, I agree with that. Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice, he'll be okay this year. The Jacoby Myers is the only thing kind of dies off in that second half there. All right, well, let's see. Willie, you are working with Bijan Robinson, Josh Jacobs, and Alvin Kamara, which is a solid 1-2 and at least a flex. And then your wide receivers are Nico and Tyreek. Could be 2 top 5 wide receivers, potentially, if things work out.
That was my thinking.
Yeah. And you got the Justin Fields upside play. Hopefully the Cam Ward. We get the positive news we've been seeing. Shows on the field. Solid production out of Calvin Ridley. Ricky Pearsall I like. Tucker Kraft. I know you like your Tucker Kraft. And then is the 201 just for the Tyreek stack?
No, the 2-on-1's because I feel like I'm going to start Tua somewhere.
At some point in the beginning of the season, yeah.
I'd rather start Tua over like Cam Ward or Justin Fields because I feel like Tua might be a top 10 guy.
Okay.
It's just bad when Tua get hurt.
Yeah. I'm not loving my roster over here. Like, I'm not upset, but I'm not loving it. The running backs, I didn't love where I had it, man. I just don't like my draft spot.
They got the Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, right, they running back at all. Jalen Warren and Javonte Williams.
Yeah, that's ugly, man. I'm okay. So I think we did okay. Like, you know, being at our first Superflex, being on camera, recorded. Like, I'm perfectly happy with this.
Team 8 might be nice though.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts,
And this is why I wanted to start Superflex, was because when you're in a 12-team league and there's only one quarterback to play, you can pretty much start any of them and be successful. When you have to start 2 because they score so many points, your depth of quarterback, it dries up so much quicker in drafts. You have to take them early, so it changes the whole dynamic of your drafts, your league, and everything.
Yeah, but if you're going to wait, I mean,
Exactly, and there's multiple strategies to take. You can take your late round flyers, you can take rookies and hope they pop. So we're definitely going to have to start a Superflex league at some point.
Yep. I love me some Superflex.
Oh, yeah. Superflex. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for this week, sir. It's been a good episode, man.
Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Special for y'all, man.
Extra special, man.
Y'all turn
Happy
up,
4th
man.
of July to everybody. That's the old lady knocking on the door. It's time to wrap it up. But anything? Any messages for the people?
Y'all continue to like, comment, subscribe, man. Do y'all thing. Y'all
Appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I've been watching like crazy. We love y'all. Keep watching, man. Comment. Let us know what y'all want to see next. Probably gonna dive into something else here. Maybe some sleepers next episode.
Some sleepers.
Yeah.
Sleepers.
Y'all like sleepers? I like sleeping. I like to sleep some more.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. We'll see you next week. Bye.